Assalamualaikum and very good morning. Did you have a good condition today? Last month, my uncle have a test regarding from the pandemic COVID-19. My uncle worked as the officer at Semele Immigration Detention Depot in Selangor. And for your information, this immigration detected 3 cases involving 2 Malaysian immigration officer and a foreign detainee. So that my uncle have to do a swab test and do a quarantine himself for about 14 days, and I'm very grateful that my uncle's result is negative. In this pandemic, did you know that our country had affected a lot of industry? The COVID-19 is ongoing pandemic of coronavirus disease 2019 caused by the severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. At 17 November, more than 55 million cases have been confirmed, with more than 1 million deaths attributed to COVID-19. As we can see in the bar chart, our country cases and recovered is usually half than cases. That's mean Ministry of Health Malaysia very good in take action in what happened. From what this happened, this pandemic also almost killed 300 people at Malaysia. According to the news, Dr. Nur Hisham wants to avoid the higher death at our country, and he wants to recognize the localities and take preemptive measures to break COVID-19 infection chain in Sabah areas, because these areas is very affected and get the total higher, which is 40,000 compared to the other areas. In this pandemic had a huge impact on the world economy by disrupting trade path, increasing unemployment rate and impacting in tourism industry, and I will explain more about the impacting the tourism industry. Let's take a look what is the tourism industry will affected at our economy. Firstly, in the bar chart shows the losses in the room cancellation regarding for the every state. The total of the room cancellation is almost reached at 119 million. It is the huge total for the tourism industry because we know that tourism industry is one of the largest income for our country. From the Minister Tourism, Arts and Culture, which is Datuk Seri Nancy Shukri, said that the tourism industry is the one of the economic sectors hardest hit by the coronavirus and is expected to be last recover. From what this happened, unfortunately, it can be caused to the highest unemployment, because according to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, for April 2020, unemployment volume has decreased by 1% to 14.93 million people over the same period last year. Second, bar chart also shows Kuala Lumpur have the highest cancellation room, can be cost 23 billion compared to the other states that have lower cost room. Lastly, bar chart shows that the states that have below than 1 million costs are Melaka, Pahang and Sarawak. This is because Melaka, Pahang and Sarawak attraction is usually about their food, so that people always come to this state for only the food hunting. In my conclusion, the both bar chart shows that when cases goes higher and getting worse, the tourism industry automatically will be affected. In my recommendation, the tourism industry can be recovered if pandemic COVID-19 have the list of the cases, so that the tourism industry will operate as usual. To have the list of cases, the Malaysian have to stay at home, do a social distancing, and you always use a sanitizer after leaving the public place. That's all from me. Thank you.